Welcome back to the another session. In this lecture, we will discuss about operators in Java. So, what are operators? Operator definition we can easily understand by taking an example. For example, if an operation is like a plus b, plus is called as the operator, a and b are called as the operands. So, that is the operator definition. So operators are used everywhere to not only for mathematical operations, all other operators are the logical operators, assignment operators, everything we will discuss in this lecture. So we'll consider the first thing is the types of operators. So there are based on the number of operands, the operators can be classified into three: unary, and binary and ternary. So these are the three different types of operators. We will start with the unary operator. So unary operators are mainly of two types: postfix and prefix. Postfix means we will have a value which will be incremented first, and then later the value will be assigned. We will discuss when the practical for this example will come. We will understand how the postfix and the prefix will work. For now, it will think like it doesn't have multiple operands. It only have a single operand, and for that operand, before the operand, we can put the operator plus plus and minus minus, and after that also we can put. Then it will become the postfix representation. So that is the unary operator. Unary operator. Now let us see the as a next type of operator, which is the arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator is add, subtract, all the mathematical operations, divide, remainder, multiplication, all those are allowed in Java. So that is the arithmetic operator. The next type of operator is shift operators. So shift operators means if there is a binary data and you want to shift the number of bits by left or right, we have left bit and right bit and unsigned right bit, right shift operator. So these all the three different, we can see the symbol like greater than and less than symbols are used for shifting the bits. You will see when the practical for this session will come, then you will able to understand how the bitwise operator will shift operator will work. Now let us see the next type of example. Next type of operator, which is the relational operator. Relational operator mainly used to compare two numbers or values, and it is used greater than or less than symbol, and greater than or equal to, and not and the for equality operator also comes under the relational. So there is double equals means in Java to check the equality of particular value, and not equal to means and the value is not equal to a particular value or not, that we will check. We will use these equality operators in if blocks and other boolean of blocks. Now let us discuss about the next type, which is the bitwise. Bitwise means we want to do bitwise operations on a particular binary data. So this is used. There are three types of bitwise operators. First one is the AND operator, and will do a logical and the bitwise and operation. And it will see when the practical for the session comes. Then you will be able to understand how this bitwise operator will work. And now, and next type is the OR and the exclusive OR. These three types are the bitwise operators. Next operator is the Boolean operator. Boolean operators means you want to have some Boolean operations on a particular string, particular Boolean values. So in that time you can use the Boolean operators. There are three types: and, or, and XOR. These three are, we will check Boolean. It's same as the truth table of these values will be the same. If you studied mathematical Boolean below algebra and everything, you will be able to understand this, and we'll explain when the tutorial come and the video of this will come. Next thing is the logical operator. Logical operators are used as similar to the Boolean operation. The difference is that it has evaluation is based on the short circuit. So What happens in this case of Boolean the logical operators is that the first there are two conditions in the Boolean expression, for example. So the first condition, if it is success, then the second condition will not be evaluated. But in case of Boolean operators, both the conditions will be evaluated. In case of logical operator, only the first condition, if it fails, then the next condition will be skipped. So it will be like a short circuited evaluation. Next thing, the types of logical operators and or. There are only two types. Next type of operator is assignment operator. So assignment operators are used to assign a specific value to a particular data type. We can give that assignment operator that are equal to and plus equal to, and this the plus equal to means a plus b equal to a plus equal to 10 means a equal to a plus 10. That means we are assigning it and incrementing the adding it into the initial variable. We will explain this when the practical for this session will come. Next type of operator is the ternary operator. Ternary operator is used to evaluate ternary Boolean conditions in case if there is three operators. First one condition will be the Boolean condition we will check, and then of if the question mark symbol will be there. After that, we will put the first statement. If the statement of the Boolean is true, then this statement one will be executed, and followed by that a colon will be there, and colon after colon we will put the statement 2. Then the statement 2 will be true only if it will execute only if the condition fails. So this is the theoretical aspects of the operators in Java. Now let us see the program for this. Now let us see a program for Unary Operator in Java. So here we can see a pre-increment I'm putting and post increment both I'm doing. Here I can see before at the time of evaluation I am putting printing, and after the pre-incrementation and the operation is done, then also I am printing the value. Here you can see we will see the output, and we can understand from the output that the how the pre-increment and the post increment will work. So output has came. You can see that initial value was 1. When we assigned it at that time also the value was printed and it was 1, and after the assignment the value will become 2. For post increment, what it will do is initially the value is getting incremented, and later also it will the value will be the 2. So let us see the program again. So here you can see plus I plus plus means the assignment will happen once, and later the value will be increment. For a plus plus I, it will means the assignment and the incrementation will happen at that occasion, and later the it will affect that line of the code and that statement, and later when we go to the next line it will print the same value. So that is it for the unary operator. Now let us see a program for arithmetic operators in Java. So arithmetic operators you can see here I add, multiplication, division, remainder, everything is there. Subtraction. So when we divide a number in integer, the value will be the integer value will be returning. If there any decimal places are there, it will be ignored. Only the in the floor and the integer value will be returned. So that is the arithmetic operator. Let us see the output. Here you can see the output as came. Remainder is 0 because it is 0 dividing completely. Now we'll see another program. Now let us see a program for shifting of bits in Java. So there is a number which we will assign, and the number will be converted into its binary form, and we have to shift the number of bits. So we can use the angle bracket, not a angle symbol to represent this shifting operation. So the shifting operator we can see, and three different types are there: left shift, right shift, and unsigned right shift. And let us see the output for this. Here we can see the shifted bits will come. Here we can see the output. So it will come with the next operator. Now let us see a program for relational operators in Java. So here you can see in the main method I created two variables, and I'm checking the variables is equal to or greater than, like that I'm checking. So equality operator, as a greater than operator, less than operator, all the operators are discussed in this lecture in this program. And let us see the output for this. So the output has came, I is greater, I is less, sorry, that is the output. Here you can see it clearly. Now let us see the program for the next type of operator. Now let us see a program for bitwise operator in Java. So bitwise operators are used to manipulate the bits in Java. So binary data is there, then we can manipulate using by bitwise operator. So there are three different types of bitwise operators: and, or, and exclusive or. So these three have different truth tables, and different operations will be there. And this once you understand how this will work, you can search in Google to find out how the bitwise operation will work in Boolean in binary algebra, and we can find out that. And let us see the output for this program. So here you can see the output as came. The bitwise operator has worked, and it is the output will come. Thank you for watching. Now let us see another program on operators. Now let us see a program on Boolean operator in Java. So here you can see the Boolean operator. I'm putting two values and using the Boolean operators and, or, and XOR, and these three will have different truth table. You can search in Google to find out the truth table for the XOR and, or, and we can find out that. If you have time, you please check it out. Now let us see the output for this. Here you can see the output as came. So that is it for the Boolean operator. Now let us see a program for logical operators in Java. So the logical operators are used along with an if block. You can see the double ampersand and double type symbol can be used to do that operation. And ampersand means the AND operator, logical AND it will happen. So here you can see the short circuited evaluation will happen. So if the first condition is having as a value, then it will not evaluate the second condition. For example, if it is 0, then the for AND condition it will not evaluate the second condition. For or, if the first condition is first is true, then it will not evaluate the next condition. So like that it will make a short circuit evaluation. It is useful when we want to write some conditional logic. For example, we want to check a null pointer exception, null exception, null we want to check. This will explain when we come to the another lecture about the strings and everything. At that time we will check explain about this condition. For now, let us think about that. These logical operators are used to do the Boolean evaluation on particular conditions. Now let us see the output for this. So the output has came as per expected. So that is it for the Boolean operators. Logical operators, sorry. Now let us see a program for assignment operator in Java. So the assignment operators are used to assign particular values. We are already familiar with these assignment operators. We are used throughout this lecture. In this series, we are already used. So we can see a equal to 10, equal to 10, like that we have declared a variable. Like that we can give assign, and a plus a equal to a plus something we can give. That means that initially a plus equal to means it is a shorthand representation of a equal to a plus 10. So we can represent like that shorthandly by adding by keeping this representation. So this will check the output to know more about this. So the output has came as per expected. So the value is coming. So that is it for the assignment operator. Now let us see the final example in which we will see the ternary operator. So ternary operator has three operands. Here you can see I have put a ternary operator here. Question mark Boolean expression followed by a question mark symbol, and then if the value is condition is success, then the first statement will work. If the value is failing, and the second statement will work. So that is how ternary operator will work. Now let us see the output for this. Here you can see it is printing. So that is it for this lecture on operators. We in this lecture we had gone through different types of operators, and we have discussed about all the operators, and like nine operators are there mainly. All the operators we have discussed, and we can see we are gone through a simple programs on all the operators. I hope you learned a lot of this, a lot about operators in this lecture. Thank you for watching. Please continue watching the series.